Season tickets at FedEx 4. Season tickets start at just $405. We're in. Don't be left out. Call 888-HOOP. That's 888-HOOP. And Hawk, the P word, is no longer playoffs. It's positioning with the Grizzlies. It's a game back of home court advantage in the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, I just so enjoyed seeing it the other day when we televised the game. Playoffs. Nice word.
You told me back in January, you said, watch, Grizzlies, playoffs, you knew. You were the one guy that knew.
Well, I couldn't say it until it was close to a reality.
Well, you didn't want to jinx it. Sakalidis has picked up his second. But the Grizzlies, of course, have put together quite a run. They began the 2004 calendar year with an overall mark of 15-17, and since that time, 32-9 since February 1st, the best record in the NBA, 23-5. And remember, all from an organization that has never, up until this year, owned a winning record. All under the direction of UB Brown, and truly a team. Gasol with the hook. 14, the teardrop goes.
Powell making something happen. The play broke down. He had the ball in his hands, created a shot. Nice jump hook.
7 of 8 from the field. Jason Carter, left-handed hook, no, and Powell's there. Jason Williams to the hole. Popped out, tapped up and in.
How could that ball come out? But Big Jake cleared a path for him. He was running the floor. And no one was able to pick up Jason.
And Battier has 4 points on the tap. Tap by Sakalidis, and Jackson reels it in. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. The Grizzlies back up by a double-digit margin, now 8. After the Collier putback.
Collier slipped. The side pick and roll. Fake like he was going to set the pick. Slip to the hoop. Sir hit him with the pass.
And Michael Bradley trying to deal with Pau Gasol. And how obvious was that? You know, Michael Bradley out of course, Villanova. And that was after he transferred from Kentucky. And one of the reasons why he's frustrated because of that move right there.
Yeah, when you get abused like that, the last possession, you figure, okay, I'll try to keep the ball out of Powell's hands.
By trying to toss him about. Sakalidis, top pass, Powell handles it. 16 points now for Gasol. Sakalidis, the recognition, passes a little bit low and hot, but Powell was able to handle it. Jackson, the crossover. Sweet move.
Jackson all the way to the basket. Someone has to step over and help Shane on that play. You can't let a guy go one-on-one and get all the way to the basket.
First turnover since his unit has been on the floor. Shot doesn't go, and Williams finds it.
Jason, like the guards, supposed to do hustling for the long rebound.
And an offensive foul by called by Dick Pavetta. And Jason explaining that he was getting pushed around and Jason tried to clear his way out. That's his first. That's a tough one. Take a look back.
Yeah, it's a tough one because I don't think Jason gained an advantage by what he did.
Well, the other situation was Collier had his right hand up on the waist of Williams. Pau Gasol comes off the floor and is pointing at his right foot. And you see the way he is walking back, and Scott McCullough, fine trainer of the Grizzlies, will attend to him. And now Pau is going to find his seat at the end, having a word with Lorenzen. And I believe he's headed back to the locker room. He is. Gasol headed back to the locker room for the Memphis Grizzlies, and as soon as we get an update, we'll certainly pass it along to you and hope that it's nothing serious.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just going back to the locker room and retaping.
Swift on the floor. Powell with 16 points. And a blocking foul. And the foul's on Shane. And that's his second. And the Grizzlies with an 8-point advantage with 3:22 to go in the second quarter.
Collier, he's doing a good job of slipping the pick and rolls. He's waiting for the big man to hedge out just a little too far. And if they don't have contact with him, he's going right to the hoop.
Grizzlies shooting 61%. Atlanta just 36%. But they're 12 of 13 from the free throw line. And they've turned it over only 2 times, and they haven't turned it over here in the second quarter. And that's rare because the Grizzlies force the most in the NBA.
And Atlanta, they're one of the high turnover teams in the NBA. They turn it over quite frequently.
Close to 16 times. And Swift fouled by Bobby Sura. And Bobby Sura picks up his first. And Stroh heads to the free throw line. Swift 0 of 4 from the field. And for Strohmile, 6 straight double-figure scoring effort. Over the last 5 games, he's averaging just under 18 points a game as he makes the first free throw, a 72% free throw shooter.
This may be exactly what Strohmile needs. Get to the free throw line, knock down a couple of shots, get a little confidence, be a little more aggressive with the basketball.
8-point game. Jacques Vaughn, the veteran out of Kansas. Sura finds Diaz. Denied by Bonzi, and a whistle and a foul. Phil Robinson calls the foul on Swift, and that is his second. And Collier heads to the free throw line, but we have a timeout prior to that with 2:55 remaining here in the second quarter. The Memphis Grizzlies on top of the Hawks here in Atlanta.
Customer service.
Yeah, I bought something from your website and told FedEx I wanted it delivered at 7 p.m.
And it wasn't?
No, it was, but I was not expecting them at that time.
But that's when you told FedEx to deliver
Yeah,
it.
but no one ever comes when they say they will, but then ding dong, there's FedEx home delivery.
I see.
I was in the middle of a complicated exfoliation. I'll explain.
No, that's okay.
Sir, I apologize for any embarrassment.
And I'm sorry FedEx came when they said they would.
FedEx Home Delivery. Let customers schedule home deliveries when it's most convenient.
Get in the zone. I'm Jesse James. When it comes to my cars, I'm all business. I keep them tuned up and looking sharp. When something breaks, I fix it. When I need a part, I trust the pros at AutoZone. When you want to get serious about your car, get in the zone. AutoZone.
Yo, there are 1,000 reasons to love this game. What are yours?
I love this game because when the team shows up, at last, I feel petite.
I love this game because big men rule the boards.
Because I make a great point guard.
Because Shaquille O'Neal is my idol.
Look out for slam dunk Shaquille O'Neal.
I love this game because these guys do crazy stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Why should you love this game? Because The Rock said so.
Grizzlies on top by 8 with 2:55 remaining in the second quarter. Friday, the Memphis Grizzlies return to the hardwood to take on the reigning Rookie of the Year, Amari Stoudemire, and the Phoenix Suns. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock Central right here out of Fox Sports Net. It is the next game for the Memphis Grizzlies. After tonight, they return to Memphis this evening. Tomorrow they'll have off, and then back to work on Wednesday. And Thursday at a practice. Friday night they will take on the Phoenix Suns. It says there's Sunday, but it is Friday night. And then Sunday they head to Minnesota, and then next Monday at Utah. LeBron James in Cleveland, they come to town a week from this Wednesday. Grizzlies on top by 7. Battier. Shane Battier now with 6. Shane had 7 yesterday in Toronto, and the bench has 8 points. The bench of Atlanta with 10.
Shane Battier with most of the bench points early in this game.
Collier putting together a run. He has a dozen, but no rebounds out of the big man. Collier, of course, a local product, went to Georgia Tech in his 4th year of the NBA, 3 years in Houston. Bonzi up top. Wells looking for his first points. Gives it to Stroman. Shot clock at 5. Stroh makes a quick move on Collier. Tries to throw it up.
I don't know exactly if Stroh was trying to get to the basket or if he was just trying to get a foul.
I think he was trying to draw contact. Loose ball foul is going to be called on Boris Diaw. And that's his first. The 21-year-old was the 21st pick by the Atlanta Hawks in the 2003 draft.
Diaw over the back of Strohmeyer going for the offensive rebound. Strohmeyer, after not getting the call, good job of hustling back, getting in the play, getting to the board, and getting the foul.
And he heads to the free throw line in a bonus situation. And Stroh misfires. The Grizzlies tonight, 9 of 13 from the free throw line. The Hawks are 14 of 16. In a 7-point game with 1:48 remaining. Stroh now has 3. Sura, no help.
Defense had their back turned. Bobby Sura with the quick move to the basket. Defense was watching the weak side instead of the ball.
Here's Battier. Shot doesn't go. Bonzi Wells, offensive rebound in a crowd. And his first 2 of the night.
Bonzi all by himself on the weak side, good rebound position, and he's tough to stop when he gets it that close.
Taken away by Battier. Memphis in transition. First turnover of the second quarter by Atlanta, and a whistle and a foul as Stroh will head back to the free throw line. And the foul is on Sura, his second of the night. This is what Hubie Brown wants. Jason pushing it.
He's doing a terrific job of that tonight. Big guys are running the floor. If they can be strong with the basketball, Atlanta, they're trying to strip them down below because they don't have any shot blockers. So if they can hold on to the basketball, take it up to the hoop, they'll either get to the free throw line the entire night or be able to have lots of opportunities for three-point plays.
Grizzlies now 11 of 15 from the free throw line. Swift is 5 of 6. And overall, 12 of 16 is Memphis. Points off of turnovers, that's a rare sight, Hawk. 11 of 2 in favor of Atlanta. Under a minute remaining now in the second quarter. Sura. Jackson on the wing, guarded by Posey. Spin move. Runs right in to Battier. Loses control. Last touch by Memphis. And it's Atlanta ball with 7 on the clock.
Shane Battier, great hands to come in and strip it away. And Steven Jackson, he was crying for a foul.
Jacques Vaughn connects. 8-point game.
Second time Atlanta has been able to get wide open on that underneath out of bounds. A double screen is set for the guard to come all the way to the baseline for the shot.
Swift holding his left pinky finger. He may have dislocated that left finger as he makes his way over toward the bench. At the other end, Atlanta scores a bucket. It's a 6-point game, and the Grizzlies are going to use a timeout. And you could hear that basketball hit just the tip of the finger.
And it's not looking good. I was looking at it right from this direction. He's right in front of us, and
looks like it's headed sideways.
Yes, and it's not normal. I'll tell you that.
Right there. And you see Stroh automatically grabbing that left hand.
Unfortunately, things like that happen. You have little injuries like that. You just hope it's not too serious. Now you have Strohmeyer back in the locker room as well as Powell back in the locker room.
We just received an update on Pau Gasol. He has a sprained foot, and it will be evaluated at halftime. That is the latest that we have, and certainly a concern of the Grizzlies because now you have two very long, young, explosive scorers on the inside that are in the locker room. Sakalidis back out of the floor as soon as we get any word in regards to Stroh. Will pass it along. Jason dribble drive. Williams hangs in the air. Shot doesn't go. And it's Memphis basketball. 3/10 of a second remaining in the first half.
Grizzlies have time for a quick lob pass right to the basket. You can't come down with it. You have to shoot it while you're in the air.
Doesn't fall. The Grizzlies by 6 at the end of the first half over the Atlanta Hawks in a high-scoring affair here at Phillips Arena. Hawks closed out the first quarter on a 13-2 run after the Grizzlies led by 17. In the second quarter, first unit came back out on the floor, did a magnificent job of stretching it back out to 10. But once again, Atlanta battles to get back in. It's halftime, and the Grizzlies lead by 6 in Atlanta. Grizzlies NBA basketball on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. We're ready in Advance Auto Parts. And by Gatorade. The X Factor is always a part of the game. Is it a part of you? Gatorade X Factor. Is it in you? Welcome back to Atlanta as we get set for second half action from Phillips Arena. Congrats, Grizz. There are a bundle of Memphis Grizzlies fans that are here in Atlanta tonight to cheer on their Memphis Grizzlies, and great to see Strohmeyer Swift. You see, it was the dislocated left pinky, and they put it back into place, and they taped it, of course, to the ring finger. Have you ever played with a dislocated finger before?
I have not.
You were lucky in your career.
I sure was. It never happened to me. Strohmeyer should be okay. It's not his shooting hand.
Shane Battier will start for Pau Gasol. As soon as we get word on Pau, we'll certainly update you further. He left second quarter action because of a sprained foot. Sura. Here's Crawford. Guarded by Battier. Tries to take him off the dribble. Shot altered, and Sakalidis with a rebound. And the Grizz quickly into the front court. Williams. Shot doesn't. And deep in the corner, dug out by Sura.
This shows Shane Battier's important. Why he's so valuable to the team. He's able to step in and play now the power forward position.
Remember, prior to game time in Denver, he actually started at the center spot. The Grizzlies, of course, on that night didn't have Lorenzen, didn't have Strohmeyer Swift, and he responded with 15 and 14 and a careless turnover. Terry, the 11th turnover by the Grizzlies.
Terry was up to 9. Jason Williams the basketball, and Mike Miller just lost control of it.
15 points off of turnovers for Atlanta. Posey, guarded by Jackson, backing down on Jackson, spins in the middle, knocked out of bounds, and a Memphis ball. The latest update, and we just received it, is that Powell will not play in the second half of tonight.
I'm quite sure it's more precautionary than anything.
Posey, second chance points, and JP has 14.
Good second effort by JP after missing the first one. Bounce right back and tap it in.
Sura. Jackson with the up fake. Crawford trying to post up on Battier. The help comes from Sakalidis and a foul.
The Hawks keep going back to Crawford, thinking he has an advantage on the box. Shane Battier playing good defense. Big Jake came from the weak side with the help. Crawford was able to jump right into him. get the contact and the 2 free throws.
Crawford heads to the free throw line. And the Grizzlies lead by 6. Chris Crawford out of Marquette in his 7th season. And the first is good. He is averaging 7.9 points a game, just 2.7 rebounds a game. And over the last 17 games in which he has played, he has scored in double figures. 4-point game, 2 minutes in now to the 3rd quarter.
You mentioned it earlier. It's easy to play when you're out of the playoff race.
Oh, how about Jason Williams?
Jason using his quickness. Nice reverse all the way to the basket.
Terry crossover. Jason hangs with him and a turnover. Great defense by Williams after getting out and running.
Jason is using his quickness right around Crawford until the reverse layup defense couldn't respond. He moved so quick.
Turnover. The 12th. Here's Terry.
Atlanta still doing a good job of when they get turnovers, they're getting out and running, turning those turnovers into easy baskets.
17 points off of turnovers. The Grizzlies with just 2. Posey and a foul underneath. A collision involving Njai into Posey, and that is Njai's 2nd.
Steven Jackson denying Posey on the wing. You have to make sure you put your body on a defensive player before you pop to get that ball on the wing. If you allow him that little space, players in the NBA, they're too good, and they would take advantage of that.
You see the numbers tonight for JP. He's the 2nd highest scoring Grizzly, averaging 12.6. There's Bo Outlaw. Bo, the elder statesman of the Memphis Grizzlies, the only member of this team over 30, and Bo is 32. Of the 15 members of the Grizzlies, and of course 3 are on the injured list, 10 of the 15 are 25 years of age or under.
And that's why it's remarkable to see all the records fall this season so far.
Posey comes down with it. Deflected. Miller keeps it alive, but Shurup controls. And a foul. Mike Miller wants a walk, but a foul is going to be charged to JP. That's his 2nd.
Steven Jackson got away with a little travel before he put the ball on the ground, shuffled the feet. 2nd time tonight the referees haven't caught that.
A veteran crew. Dick Bavetta in his 29th season. Blaine Reichelt in his 26th. Bill Robinson in his 6th season. And a foul on Sakalidis, and that's a concern for the Grizzlies because that is Big Jake's 4th. And remember, Pau Gasol sprained right foot in the 2nd quarter. He will not return. And Show Miles Swift, who dislocated his left pinky, had to put back together and is now taped to the ring finger, and he checks in. And the Grizzlies will need the Stroh Swift that has played over the last 6 games.
They're going to need Stroh to get it together here in the 2nd half and play with a little more composure, not rush things, take his time, but still be aggressive and play with a lot of energy.
4-point game. Here's Swift. 0 of 5 from the field. Now 0 of 6. And he looks at Dick Bavetta and says, he got me on the elbow.
Well, they set the pick. Bobby Sherrill got caught on it.
Crawford flies in. He has 10. And 4 of the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks are in double digits as Hubie Brown uses a 22nd timeout. Their top scorer, Steven Jackson, is the one member not in double digits.
This is just another clear case of the weak side of the Grizzlies defense falling asleep. Playing a little close, too close to their man, not seeing what's going on the weak side. Crawford slipped the pick and roll again, and someone has to see that, get over, rotate, and help.
Crawford has 6 here in the third quarter. Don't forget, you can see the Grizzlies play each and every home game for just $5 thanks to the Sonic Saber seats. Tickets go on sale at noon every game day. Only at the Pyramid box office. Next home game is Friday night against the Phoenix Suns. Catch all the action for just $5 thanks to the Sonic Saber seats, the best deal in the NBA. The Grizzlies, one of the hottest teams in the West, along with the Los Angeles Lakers. Memphis has won 5 in a row. And the second best record of the NBA since the All-Star break, second only to the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Grizzlies entering tonight just a game back of San Antonio with the 4th spot overall in the Western Conference, 2.5 back, the top spot of the Midwest Division. And although they were up early by 17 over Atlanta, right now they have their hands full. 2-point game. Swift. Nice move. Doesn't go. And Crawford comes down with the board.
A lot of Stromile attempts tonight. He's been a little off balance. Hasn't been able to get his feet underneath him and have that explosiveness that you need when you go into the basket.
He's 0-7. Crawford driving on Battier. And a turnover. No. Last touch by Memphis. Atlanta ball.
Better defense by the Grizzlies. Crawford drove to the basket. Stromile slid over for the help. And they deflected it out of bounds.
Terry has it knocked from behind by Jay Will. Posey. Surra cut him off. Swift looking for his first field goal of the night. And Njai just earned his 3rd foul of the evening.
Njai trying to come up with the steal. Swiping from behind.
Collier checking in for Njai. Collier, 12 points.
Collier, 12 points in just 14 minutes of action.
But no rebound. He's 67 from the line. Shot clock down to 3. Miller recognizes, launches, no. Williams sneaks in, grabs the board. Shot denied. Behind you. Grizzlies 3-9 from downtown. Miller rips it off. And a foul on Surra.
Nice recognition by Mike Miller. The NBA, you can't attempt a cross-court bounce pass. These guys are just too quick. They'll pick that off every single time.
Surra just earned his 3rd. Memphis has missed their last 4. Mike gets held by Surra. Swift got the touch. Hey, just like they say, when you're struggling from the field, don't go inside, just step way outside and knock down the shot.
Go a little further for Collier. He's a little afraid to get too close to Stromile.
Underneath, a foul on Stromile, and Swift picks it up. That's his 3rd.
How many times tonight have we seen already Atlanta go out, fake the pick and roll, slip to the basket, get an easy 2, or get to the free throw line.
Chris Crawford.
18 of 20 from the free throw line. Now 19 of 21. 2 things stand out. Free throw shooting as Monty Wells checks in for Mike Miller. And the Grizzlies turnovers. 13 turnovers have led to 19 points for the Hawks.
That's
2-point game.
That's keeping them in the game.
Grizzlies still shooting above 50%. Hawks are inching higher at 42%. Second half will be played without Pau Gasol. Sakalidis has 4 fouls. Stroh just picked up his 3rd. Williams, Bonzi in the corner. Posey, big 3, can't get it. And Surra with a board. Surra, over the last 5, averaging 9.5 boards. Crawford, and the lead on the 3 from Chris Crawford.
Crawford showing his range in transition. The best time to step up, shoot the 3.
15 points for Crawford. And Jason Collier with a foul trying to handle Stromile Swift. He had him wrapped up.
Terrific pass by Sura. Crawford rather just glides right into the three.
First time that Atlanta has led. Battier underneath. Hook. Tough shot doesn't go. Sura pulls it back out. Crawford feeling it. Chris Crawford flat out feeling it. At halftime had fooled. Crawford now has 13 points in the third quarter for Chris Crawford. And Atlanta leads by 3 over the Memphis Grizzlies, 70-67.
Very nice.
Like all light beers, it's low in carbs. Unlike any other light beer, it's got the great taste of Bud Light. What we have here is a failure to compromise. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
There's 1,000 reasons to love this game. What are yours?
I love this game for the drama it brings the fans. Because of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
Because heart always outmeasures height.
Because it's true reality TV.
I love this game so much that
oh my! Oh, good time. Good time.
On its own, money is not smart. It needs instruction, guidance, like the kind offered at First Tennessee. Our financial professionals help you straighten out retirement plans, get a loan, plan for college, and get your financial goals in order, so your money has what it takes to wise up and work harder. And that's smart. First Tennessee, all things financial.
Atlanta has made 5 of their last 6. They're on an 11-2 run over the last 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Tonight on the Best Damn Sports Show, period, actor, wrestler, and former University of Miami football player, The Rock, drops by the Best Damn set to talk about his latest movie and play Guess How Much with our guys. Plus, we check out the videos of the Best Damn Sports Show, period, Film Festival finalists. Catch the Best Damn Sports Show, period, tonight, 10 o'clock Central, only on Fox Sports Net. Crawford has owned the third quarter.
He's done it from everywhere, in the paint, behind the three-point line, at the free throw line. He's feeling good about himself.
Turnover. Jackson has 6. And the lead stretches to 5 for the Hawks, their largest.
That was a careless turnover by the Grizzlies. Atlanta, they're applying more pressure on the perimeter. The Grizzlies, they're not responding.
Terry. Jason launches. Not the shot you want, but with 5 seconds remaining in the clock, not much else he could do.
Terry disrupted the play by getting his hands on the basketball, poking it away. Jason had no choice but to launch from deep.
The Grizzlies need to get it going on this end of the floor, Hawk.
Yeah, that's what we normally see out of the Grizzlies. If they're not scoring, or if they're going through droughts offensively, they normally pick up the pressure defensively. But tonight, Atlanta, hot, all because of Chris Crawford.
Well, the pressure just came in. Bo Outlaw and Earl Watson checking in for Battier and Williams. The foul was on Bonzi Wells, and that's his second. And Bobby Sura heads to the free throw line. Sura, over the last 5 games, shooting 81% from the field, 75% overall as a member of Atlanta. 6-point game with 4:25 remaining in the third. The Grizzlies now shooting under 50%. Remember how they started, 8 of 9 from the field.
Longer this game goes with Atlanta hanging around, being in a position where they can win with more confidence, they will play with.
Bonzi Wells driving, takes it right to the rack. And that ends a 2-minute and 15-second drought. And it stops a 15-5 or make it a 15-2 run. 5-point game.
Sure, gambled on the play, tried to come up with the steal, and Bonzi took it strong to the hoop.
Sura. Underneath. Collier. Slipped right through.
Nice pass by Bobby Sura to thread the needle, find him on the bounce pass.
Sura 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Another turnover. The 15th by Memphis. Jackson to the rack. 3:32. Now down to 3:29, and a timeout taken by Hubie Brown. And the lead now grows to 9. It's 78-69. Atlanta stunning the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies have never won here in Atlanta. But the Grizzlies have shattered so many records this season. They'll need to come from behind to get one tonight.
To cure athlete's foot, you've got to be fast on your feet. And nothing lets you treat faster than Lamisil AT. Lamisil AT cures athlete's foot with just 1 week's use. Not even a prescription can beat that. If you use Tinactin or Lotrimin AF, you'll be treating for 4 long weeks.
Who's gonna do that?
When your feet itch and burn, using Lamisil AT 1 week is proven to kill the fungus and keep you athlete's foot free for 3 months. Lamisil AT. There's no better way to cure athlete's foot.
My bat speaks for me. I'm looking for this pitch. And if I get it, I'm gonna do some damage. My bat is always talking.
MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV has up to 60 games a week. That's right, 60. You gotta see it to believe it.
Tonight on your Southern Sports Report, the Final Four has an ACC flavor to it. Georgia Tech and Duke heading to San Antonio for a little Texas two-step. Plus, Hubie Brown works his magic in Memphis. On your Southern Sports Report, tonight at 10.
Tony Dorsett arrived in Dallas full of doubt.
One of the waitresses started throwing the N-word at me.
But left behind a legacy of greatness.
Every time he touched the ball, he could take it the distance.
Beyond the Glory, Sunday on Fox Sports Net.
Grizzlies trail Atlanta. Never attended a Grizzlies game. The Grizzlies want to know why. And they're offering a chance to redeem yourself and become a live action or rookie fan. Log on to Grizzlies.com and explain in 50 words or less why you've never been to a game and why you think you should win free tickets. The best 100 entries will win a pair of tickets to Fan Appreciation Night, April 14th versus Minnesota. Deadline is April 2nd. Since the first quarter, Atlanta 56%. Grizzlies 42. Swift on the far side. Posey. JP has 16. Driving. Cut off. Cross court. Bonzi fires. And a shot clock violation. And Jake Sakalidis is going to check in for Stromile Swift. Stro tonight, 7 points and no rebounds.
Everything perimeter for the Grizzlies.
A 19-4 run mounted by Atlanta. And the Grizzlies are 4 of 14 in the quarter. And this is where it all starts for the Grizzlies on the defensive end. Sakalidis. Collier doesn't go. Air ball, and Hubie Brown telling him to go, go, go. Bonzi does, rims out, mistimed. Outlaw saves it.
Grizzlies 2 possessions in a row where they played good defense, and now they have to find a way to get the ball in the hoop, and this is where the absence of Pau Gasol really shows up.
Gasol, if you just joined us, sprained his right foot in the second quarter, and 16 points taken back by JP. Finds Watson, and finally, Watson has 2. 7-point game.
That was a break for the Grizzlies. Atlanta, they had the turnover, but they had 3 players running the floor, and no one went to get the basketball.
Grizzlies have turned it over 16 times, leading to 23 points, and a whistle and a foul, and that is troublesome for the Grizzlies because Sakalidis explaining to Dick Bavetta that he didn't foul him, but that's his 5th. So Big Jake now has 5. He has 6 points and 5 rebounds, 18 minutes tonight. And Collier goes to the free throw line, and here comes Steven Smith.
Grizzlies with Theron Smith in the game will be
very small.
Very small.
But when you look at the options for Hubie Brown, Sakalidis has 5, and Swift just came off of the floor. He has 3. Travis Hansen checking in for Jason Terry. So it's Watson, Outlaw, Battier, Theron, and Bonzi.
So this is a good defensive unit. The Grizzlies have on the floor a unit that will scrap and that will hustle. And energy, a lot of times, will get you back in the game. You don't need the height all the time. You need to go out and play with a lot more energy.
7th best free throw shooting team in the NBA, and tonight 92.